Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Eagan Civic Arena for tonight's South Suburban hockey matchup featuring the Burnsville Blaze and your Eagan Wildcats. It's time to introduce the starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Blaze. At goalie, number 35, Maria Wyden. On defense, number 22, Gabby Gromacki. On defense, number 24, Megan Newts. At forward, number 5, Hannah Benford. At forward, number 7, Allie Ura. And at forward, number 21, Emily Howard. The head coach for the Blaze is Chris Lepper. Assistant coaches are Aaron Goodell and Randy Johnson. And now the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats. At goalie, number 31, Lucy Whitehead. On defense, number 6, Lily Anderson. On defense, number 19, Eva Meisinger. At forward, number 11, Maria Cooper. At forward, number 25, Michaela McGowan. And at center, number 4, Emily Cronkite. The Wildcats head coach is Dan Wilson. Assistant coaches are Molly Sparks, Jeff Kolemainen, and Mark Bowman. This time, we ask that you remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your caps and face the flag as we honor America with our national anthem. Tonight's officials are Blake Lentner.
Welcome to the Eagan Civic Center. It's time to christen the girls' hockey season. The Eagan Wildcats hosting the Burnsville Blaze tonight. Sam Ekstrom alongside Joshua Alexander. Masks will be worn, but most importantly, hockey will be played tonight, Joshua.
Yep, we're looking forward to it here. It's been 2 months since these girls have had a chance to skate together and look forward to a season, so they're ready to go.
Burnsville comes in off a state appearance last year. They're 7th as a program. Eagan with 9 appearances as a program, and they've had to retool. Burnsville returns 50-plus goals from last year's team, but other than Emily Cronkite, we're not sure what we're going to get from Eagan tonight, and that's kind of the exciting mystery of it, Joshua.
It's a young team for Eagan, and with only a couple of seniors here, we'll see how they do, but they're ready to go.
4 seniors on this Eagan team. Eagan moves right to left Across your screen, Burnsville left to right, we're underway. Already a storyline in this one, the goaltending situation. A lot of people expected Olivia Kaluski to be the starter for the Wildcats, filling in for the graduated Ruby Seeger, but it's Lucy Whitehead in goal tonight with Kaluski not active on the roster. Burnsville has returning goaltender Maria Whedon between the pipes, and Eagan controls the puck in the offensive end in the opening minute of play. Their top line consists of Michaela McGowan, Emily Cronkite, and Maria Cooper. Top defensive pairing, Eva Messinger and Lily Anderson. There's a one-time pass rimming around the boards, and it's controlled by Hannah Benfer of Burnsville and chips it out, taken by Emily Howard. And Howard veers down the left wing, looking to spin one toward the net, goes over the top of the blue paint. Eagan will gather it in. Emily Cronkite the other way. Cronkite, part of the Star Tribune preseason dream team. She'll swat one off of a Blaze and into the bench area.
These girls are ready to go. That rust is off. They're moving fast. It's nice to see that nice fast start for both Burnsville and Eagan tonight. And it's just nice to see hockey happening.
Neutral zone face-off. It's run by Eagan, but trickling all the way back toward Whitehead. Off the end boards, a giveaway and a wraparound try out front by Sammy Bolby, a returning scorer who had 16 a year ago. Bolby spins behind the net, shovels it off near side corner. Addison Bolby goes up top. Olivia Carlson swatted one off a Wildcat. Showburl knocked it aside, and Showburl touts it out of the defensive zone. At center, Showburl dives one into the corner and chases after it. That'll rim around the end boards, and Showburl with it behind the net. Caitlin Procco battling for the Blaze, gets rid of it but turned it over. Unable to keep the zone though is Cora Hall. And now it's Procco chasing after it. Procco battles with Cora Hall, the senior, and gets rid of it as Burnsville distributes down the center, turned right over. Pumped back in by Nora Trugi. Whedon touches it up, gives it off to Carlson. Wrapped around near side, board battle on the half wall. Bouncing puck, one-time shot attempt by Lily Anderson. Clips off the end boards. Brought by J.C. Bauman to the opposite corner. And now Katie Katz-Merrick toward the near side for Burnsville. Blaze trying to clear the puck. Held in there and shot high off of Katie Katz-Merrick. Held in the zone again by Eagan. Slammed off the end boards and banking to the near side. Drugi dug it out. Stolen by Bolby and given back to neutral, where it's played by Lily Anderson, who brings it up. The defenseman Anderson weaving in and shooting wide to the left. Still held by the Wildcats, and there is a keep at the point in front of the Burnsville bench. Another keep at the point, and then given away to Black and Gold. They will get a touch on the puck to avoid icing, and Eagan's Cece Berger passing it over to Maria Cooper. Cooper with speed, down the middle, and Cooper has it poked away by Captain Gabby Gromacki. Wildcats showing their speed and athleticism early in this one. No score, 3.5 minutes in. There's an errant pass, banking ahead past Masnick for an icing with 13:23 to go in the opening frame.
You know, these girls came to play tonight. That speed, just the first thing you notice, just that speed of all these girls. And it's nice to see, you know, like Lily Anderson, a freshman, stepping in and really just saying, you know what, I'm going to take my chance here. She did, stepping in from the point, getting that nice shot on goal.
Eagan looking for complementary scoring behind Cronkite. You can probably count on Maria Cooper for some of that. She had 8 a year ago. Emily Showburl had 3 goals a season ago, and Michaela McGowan had 4. They lost some great talent, though. Julia Barger, Jenna Ruiz, Maddie Platson, Savannah McKinnon, and their goaltender Ruby Seeger, primarily from last year's team. Dumped in by Burnsville. They'll change. Eagan regroups. Just over 4 minutes played in the first period, no score. We've had 2 ties at the JV level today and a 6-3 Burnsville win in boys varsity action to give the Blaze their first win of the year. This is the season opener for the girls. Eagan trying to bring it out of the zone, but Burnsville possesses with Hannah Benfer, part of their top line. Taken by Emily Cronkite, who had 20 goals a season ago. That's kicked on by the Wildcats. Near side, Maria Cooper. Pinned momentarily and turned the puck over to Benford. And the senior, from a tight angle, shoots one. And Lucy Whitehead makes the save. She only had one start a year ago, Joshua. This is a big spot for her.
Oh, yeah. She came in for JV from last year. Solid between the pipes. Just great skill. She's very, very technical goalie. And she's going to be just solid back there in that first start.
Makes a good save there. Burnsville has 2 shots on goal. Slow rolling puck down at the other end. Sent around the near side boards, and Burnsville trying to get a 2-on-1 break. It's slowed but not stopped. Kaczmarek fires it off. Bowlby looks to backhand, picked off by Anderson. There's a keep at the point. Bouncing shot off of Whitehead, who steers it aside. Drugi, behind the goal line extended, goes behind the cage. Outlets left wing, looking to clear the zone. Taken back by Bowlby, centers out in front. There's a backhand lifted up high into the netting. Couple good chances for Burnsville.
Yeah, Burnsville really turning it on here. Just recent, this last trip down the ice. Really kind of shocking our girls a little bit with their speed and being able to control deep into the Wildcat zone.
Burnsville last season, 19-9-2. They were tied for 4th in the South Suburban Conference. They split with the Wildcats tied twice with the Wildcats, I should say. 2-2 and 1-1 on December 3rd and January 18th. But then they beat Eagan in the section final 3-1 to advance to the state tournament. Aubrey Nelvin had a game-winning shorthanded goal late in that contest.
Well, so far here, Burnsville with 3 shots and Eagan with none. Kind of controlling a little bit more of the puck than Eagan is, even though Eagan's doing just as well. Burnsville's really kind of controlling for him.
Draw stolen there by Maddie Masnick, and she'll create a 2-on-1. It's Masnick. Look to pass it off to Riley Collin. Too late, though. Collin centers. Unable to get a stick to it, Zoe Dundon. There's a blast by Megan Newts from the left point. Gabby Gromacki gets there for the Blaze. Wobbling puck bounces over the stick of C.C. Berger, but the Wildcats do possess and clear. This might be another icing. It is, with 11:15 on the clock.
Yeah, that one just got a little bit away from C.C. She didn't want to put that much on it, but probably good. They need to get a full change there as tired legs.
Eagan last season, 7th in the South Suburban Conference, 14-12 and 2. Losing 9 seniors from that team. And here's maybe a 2-on-1 for the Wildcats from right to left. They had Maria Cooper out in front, but couldn't get the puck to her. Caitlin Procco for the Blaze, chasing after it, watching Allie Erlob pry it out from the half wall. On to Benford, the senior who had 3 goals a year ago. Got tangled up with Meisinger, and now to the near side, it's Cooper. Centered out in front, and Burnsville got a stick to it. Still rolling free, and Procco wrists one toward the net wide to the right. Clipped the official right there, and Eagan brings it through neutral with Cooper. Cooper fires. That's off a Blaze. Carlson deflected it. Off the end glass and down. Eagan hauls it back in. Left point shot ramps off a stick. Sails over everybody. Cooper got there. Sent it in front, nobody home. Erlob the other direction for the Blaze. Just about 7 minutes played. There's a saucering shot and a save made by Whitehead.
Yeah, Whitehead's not going to give up too many rebounds. She's so solid back there. You know, Eagan kind of showing their youth a little bit here with those 4 seniors. The girls running just a little bit here, trying to figure out who they are and where their line mates are.
7 Burnsville seniors and 4 Eagan seniors. You see a number of freshmen on that Burnsville roster as well. Just 1 freshman on the Eagan roster. Chasing after the puck is Schoberl. She continues to hover around it, now behind the cage. Goes to the right point, kept in neatly. Schoberl along the half wall. Pestered by Katie Kaczmarek. There's a shot coming off of the wall, well wide left. Newts banks it out of the zone. hauled in by Bowlby. Bowlby, one of the fiercest Burnsville skaters, going after it on the end boards, crashing into Drugi. Eagan wins the puck battle there, and they send it out to neutral. Procco onto the right side, Dundon. Zoe Dundon has a brother on the boys team, part of their top line. Zoe Dundon spinning with the puck, pirouettes now behind the cage, looks out front, sends it on Whitehead, who smothers it with 9:01 to go in the first.
Again, Lucy's right there, in a good spot, good angle, and Eagan making that line change now, getting some fresh legs out there. Doing well, but Burnsville's pressing. They're really doing a nice job controlling the puck, a lot of good speed, and maneuvering just well in from neutral into Eagan zone.
Not a surprise that Burnsville would look comfortable with all of their returning talent from a state qualifier last year. And when you have limited practice time in this pandemic season, teams with experience may have an edge early in the year. It's an all-conference schedule, no non-conference season, 18 games on the slate, playing each opponent twice from the SSC. There's a chance in front, repelled, and a shot from the point saved. The shot coming from Carlson.
Isley there saying thank you to Whitehead, making sure that that glove gets closed and no rebounds. So with that, it'll be interesting to see how Eagan transitions here with such a young crew, and all these girls kind of learning each other, as you talked about earlier. A lot of graduated girls from last year who took leadership roles, and we'll see who steps up from those leadership roles this year.
Draw one by the Wildcats. They'll transition 3-on-2. Stolen though by the brought back in on the right point, and a save made. That was Cronkite making something happen, and they might be leaning on Cronkite a lot early in the year. One of the best players in the state.
Very much so. You know, she's got a backyard rink as well as Cooper does, and you can tell they've been skating since it's been cold, and they've been getting in that extra minutes and shots and just practicing hard for this game.
Took over half the period, but finally a shot on goal for Eagan, trailing 5-1 in that regard in a scoreless first frame. There to get it, McGowan poked away and down into the corner. Bowlby chases after it, but Eagan wins the race. Cooper had it dislodged. Now Bowlby again into the corner against McGowan. Bowlby crashing into Berger. Bowlby takes it away. Looks up top. And a shot by Gromacki flexed aside. You were right, Joshua. Whitehead looking sharp in the early going. She does not look phased whatsoever.
She nerves of steel. Nerves of steel, that kiddo, every single time that comes on her.
Given away to Kaczmarek. Kaczmarek centers through the skates of Thomas. And a shot got all the way through by Newts. Thomas to the near side, trying to poke it back for Gromacki. Gromacki, the captain, with some contact there along the half wall. Here comes Cronkite, and delayed offsides. Cronkite needed to tag up there, too late, and with 7:11 to go in the first, still scoreless.
Yeah, Burnsville's leading right now, 7-1, but we're scoreless right now, 0-0. Anything can happen here. It just depends on who's going to be most hungry and who's going to have that extra skip here in the first period.
Eagan coached by Dan Wilson in his 5th year with the program, previously with Henry Sibley. Chris Lepper in his 2nd season with the Blaze. He made state in his 1st year with the program after replacing Tracy Casano, who made state with her new club, Minnetonka. Taken away by Masnick and given on to Dundon. Dundon distributes it left side, picked off by Drugi. Sent in, Procco, rink wide pass, gathered by Collin. Collin brings it across the blue line, delayed offside. Lily Anderson weaves to center. She turned it over to Dundon, who goes down the middle. Dundon makes a move and slides one in on Whitehead. Some contact sent Dundon to the ice. No penalty on the play.
We are seeing some very good physical play here tonight. Both sets of girls here on both teams using the boards well, using those corners well, but good physical play. Nice clean game that they're playing. Nice to see a good, fast, clean game hockey.
We're seeing a pretty comfortable Burnsville team to go to their third line. A lot of bodies that they're very comfortable using, as Benfer was offside that time.
Yeah, Coach Wilson's really kind of trying to match as best he can and struggling right now with the speed and with the stick handling of Burnsville. But he is trying to get his third line in there as well.
Neutral zone faceoff. Nudge back to Gromacki. Near side lob. Dumped in. Emily Howard. Her shot got blocked. Howard retrieves it on the backhand, and a shot in front bounces through the blue paint and evades Benfer. Trying to transition are the Wildcats, but it's stolen by Howard. Howard flies across the blue line. Sends one again in front. Knocked away by Meisinger. Taken off by Bauman now, far side. Given back to Gromacki. Shot blocked by the skate of a Wildcat. Now pinched against the half wall. Eagan trying to clear, and they do. Back out to center ice. 5.5 to go in the first. Katie Urich, the sophomore, had it tangled between her skates. Brought in by Erlob, whistling one wide. Benfer, part of that top line. Double team behind the net. Gives the puck away. Wildcats make their move. And blazing a trail down the middle is Cooper. Cooper swings wide. Is marked well by Burnsville and taken to the corner. Behind for Cronkite. Emily Cronkite. Puck on her stick. Gave it up to the point and now turned over. Katzmarek might have a one-on-one. Past the left dot, Katzmarek. Couldn't get a second stick to it there as it hopped in on Whitehead, who covers up. Credited with the 10th shot on goal there.
A little sigh of relief there, I think, from Coach Wilson as Whitehead was able to handle that puck. You know, these girls, they really got to start trusting each other for Eagan, and they're so young together. They haven't played a lot of games together, so hopefully they'll be able to start finding those teammate connections.
Bowlby, the offensive corner. Back for Procco. Looped around, chasing it down, Addison Bowlby. Addison Bowlby still hanging tough with it. Nudged clear by Katzmarek to the point. Shot by Carlson, bouncing toward Whitehead again. She saw it late, but not too late. Covered up, and another offensive zone draw for the Blaze.
Yeah, as you said before, Burnsville does look very comfortable. They seem to just know where each other are, trusting each other with the puck, and really getting good puck movement around the full zone. Whether it's out to the point or right in the middle where they're knowing their line mate's going to be right in the front.
Burnsville got a tough draw in the state tournament last year. They had Edina in the quarterfinal, lost that game, and then lost in the consolation semifinals against Hill Murray, which prevented them from winning their 20th of the year. They've won 18 and 19 each of the last 2 years, some very good teams. There's a centering feed intended for Cooper. Rams off the near side wall. Cooper got it back. Sent it to the point for Berger. Berger pinches it in to keep the zone. Pushed on by Cronkite with Cooper. Cooper still grapples for it, swings it down low to Cronkite. Cronkite, nice stick handling, tries to bring it to the middle. Cooper again, looks behind, past McGowan and around to the far side. Meisinger slams into the boards. Kept the puck for a moment, but Burnsville emerges with it. Skipped under Krumholt's stick there. And Eagan will reset with Berger, who slingshots behind the cage. Nearly a turnover. Howard does get it to Benfer. Benfer centers and knocked away by Cooper to prevent a great chance. Shot from the point wide left by Gromacki. 3:15 to go in the first period. There's a scramble in front. Puck cleared into the corner. Skirted along the end boards by Erlob. Picked up by Berger, and she'll ice it the length of the rink. With 3:05 on the first period clock, no score.
Yeah, safe move there by Berger to clear it out, and she knows they were getting stuck deep in their own zone. Legs were really heavy. They needed a line change, and they got that here. I think she wants that one back. She crossed the centering pass to a Burnsville player that turned around and shot right on Whitehead. She wants that one back, though.
Whitehead 11 for 11 on saves through the first 14 minutes of the season. Howard shoveled it along. Now digging it out of the corner again. Eagan trying to clear the puck. Burnsville keeps it in. Erlob moves high slot. High shot knocked down by Whitehead. There's Isley for Eagan Into the corner, a board battle. Puck frozen there along the half wall. Now brought out by the Wildcats from the zone. Bauman helped get it there. Brought back in by Ali Urlaub. Urlaub slams on the brakes. Backhand shuffles a pass for Benfer, and that's cleared out by Eagan. Burnsville has to retouch, and they don't do it in time.
You know, it's nice to see a good crowd here tonight, both from Burnsville families and from the Eagan families. And I know there's a lot of folks watching from home, as we can only have 2 family members here at a time. So thank you for all the support from all of our families, Burnsville community, Eagan community, and those watching at home too.
This game being simulcast on ETV and BCTV. Glad we could bring it to both communities. Had the boys game for you earlier with Mike Cook and yours truly. And glad to bring you this game tonight. The opener for the girls. 2 minutes left in the first. There's a good centering pass by Kaczmarek. Didn't find a stick. Drugi pries it from the corner. Nudged along to Decker. To the near side, Showborough looking to clear, and does. There's Procco near center ice. Bringing it in is Bowlby. Lost it for a moment. Forced it toward Whitehead. Bouncing puck dangerously. And did enough to get it from the blue paint. Again, swept out by Eagan. And stolen there nicely by Hall. Cora Hall in the corner. Goes near side corner and right to the Blaze. 1:15 left in the period. Drugi to Hall at center. To the opposite corner. And now Procco. Bowlby at the point. Shot it high and wide. Howard wins the race to the corner, but then it's taken by Cooper. Cooper with speed, 50 seconds to go in the frame. Her pass off of Benfer. Trailing the play is McCown to play it. Cooper knocked off her skates. Rimmed to the far side with 40 seconds on the clock. Kept in the zone well by Meisinger. Cooper centers for Cronkite, trying to get control. Knocked down by the glove of Howard. And for the corner, Burnsville looking for one final clearance here in the period. They've outshot Eagan 12-1, but have nothing to show for it. There's a play made to the middle. Cooper spinning, shooting. It is Cronkite who can't reach it. She'll cycle it to the point. Meisinger down low. Michaela McGowan. 6 seconds on the clock. There's a steal by Howard. Not sure Burnsville has enough time. Urlaub with 1 second. And it's a scoreless first period. Nothing despite a 12-1 edge in shots by the Blaze.
Nice flurry from the Wildcats there for about the last minute. You could just feel something good was going to happen. Cooper, I think, centering pass to Cronkite on the back post, but they just couldn't capitalize. So good flurry at the end here, but little lopsided for shots. 12-1.
Anybody's game through 17 minutes. We'll pause here at intermission and rejoin you for second period action after they clean the ice here at the Eagan Civic Center. It's Burnsville 0, Eagan 0 on BCTV and ETV. Welcome back to Eagan Civic Arena. I'm Sam Ekstrom alongside Joshua Alexander. Burnsville nothing, Eagan nothing. And Joshua, I feel like both teams can kind of feel all right at this point. Burnsville obviously moved the puck well. They had a lot of chances. They'd like to have a goal, but Eagan probably feels good that they're in a tie game considering the amount of chances Burnsville had.
I think so. I think Eagan went to the locker room breathing a sigh of relief, and Burnsville went to the locker room a little frustrated, with, you've got, 12 shots to 1. So we'll see what happens. Again, this game can go either way with the bounce of a puck here or carry them off the boards there, but we'll see. Sometimes when you have 12 shots, you get a little overconfident coming back into a second period, and where the other team who has 1, they have a little kick in their step coming out of that locker room. So we'll see what happens here as we begin the second period.
It didn't seem like an overwhelming 12-1. I mean, some of those 12 were soft, rolling pucks that just kind of snuck in. And I felt like Eagan had more chances than they did shots on goal, and it just didn't translate to the scoreboard. So Eagan far from overwhelmed in that first period, but they will have to tighten the screws defensively as Burnsville now moving right to left, and they have the offensive zone. Puck near Bowlby, as Lucy Whitehead, the sophomore goaltender, cranes her head to see the puck in the corner. Batted out by Kaczmarek to the point. It was kept in for a moment by Gromacki, and now maybe a 2-on-2 here for the Wildcats. It's Cooper across the blue line. Slap shot in on Whedon for her second save of the game.
And there you go, just as I was talking about. You get a bounce of the puck, you get to going to the other end, and Coop has a little spring in her step, and right there would have been McGowan, a little give and go.
Offensive zone draw for the Wildcats here. Cronkite wins it. Back to Nora Drugi. Shot off the shins of Masnick, and here she comes. Maddie Masnick rifling down the left side. Sends one over top of the cage. That caught the stick of Anderson. Burnsville trying to keep the zone. Procco. It's dug out from the point there by Dundon and wobbles past the blue line. Burnsville has to touch up. Lily Anderson there to get it for Eagan. Moves to Cooper. Given away to Collin. Back to Dundon now. Dundon turns around the puck. Collin shovels it on off the end boards. There to get it, Lily Anderson. Moves it out right side for McGowan. Kept in though by Burnsville's Procco. To the corner for Urlaub. Urlaub on the half wall. Down low, Howard. Howard met by 2 Wildcats. Shoveled it for Urlaub. She looks to the front. Eagan's done a nice job of keeping grade A chances out of the slot area. And that's why it's still 0-0. That's sent off of Cronkite's skate, and Emily Cronkite looking to exit the zone. Still sitting behind the goal line extended. Now out to the right half wall. Cronkite met there by Howard. That's pushed near corner for Urlaub. Urlaub leaves one back in the corner for Howard. Emily Howard, younger sister of Lindsay Howard, who is a mainstay in this program. There's a shot from the point, intercepted, and finally a clearance by the Wildcats. Maria Cooper has been really good in this game. Oh, but they caught him in a change, and here comes Burnsville's Urlaub to give him the lead. Missed wide. Best chance of the day for the Blaze. And Urlaub can't connect, and again, Urlaub denied at the net by Whitehead.
What a tough time to take a full 5 change, and they got caught way out of play there. And I'm surprised Burnsville didn't bury that, but she shot wide, and thankfully for Eagan, but you just can't have that. You can't do 5 when they're ready to transition back out.
Urlaub had 7 goals a year ago. Here's a net mouth scramble and another Whitehead save. Burnsville getting ever closer, trying to break this game open. Still 0-0.
Overall, I'm pretty impressed, though, with the youngsters who have stepped in here for Eagan, playing some solid minutes. Butterflies don't seem to be affecting them too much, and they're doing some, playing pretty well. Lily Anderson coming back out.
Haven't had a penalty yet in this game.
You jinxed us now.
Yep, it's coming. There's a shot into traffic. So we haven't seen the special teams yet. That could be a variable that might change things up. Early second period, season opener. Girls hockey, an 18-game shortened season. There's Bowlby, goal line extended, centered in front, and it stayed out. Anna Thomas denied at the doorstep. Here's Bowlby again. Bowlby, Thomas, Newts, scores!
Right off a redirect. That was not a direct shot in. That got a tip off a blade right over Lucy Whitehead's glove. Burnsville goes up 1-0.
Megan Newts, the senior defense, caught a tip in front. I believe it was an Eagan player that tipped it in. Incidentally, Burnsville at 3:11 of the second has the advantage.
Yeah, Sam, I think you're correct. I think that was an Eagan player's stick and just right over the glove of Lucy. Lucy saved him right before that by crossing her own net and catching a puck off of her main chest pads there, but just couldn't get a hold of that one.
So the Blaze strike first on their 16th shot on goal. And Bowlby has it back again. Let's listen for the assist.
Team Katie Kaczmarek and number 13, Sammy Bowlby. Newts from Kaczmarek and Bowlby at 3:11 in the second period.
There you have it. Burnsville's got the lead. They tied Eagan twice last year, beat them in the playoffs, and trying to get a victory here in this premiere of the 2021 season. Eagan brings it out, right wing side, but stolen by Dundon and kept in. Dundon to the high slot, ripped away by Bauman. Wombold trying hard and does good work to get it out. Bauman at the blue line. Checking her from behind is Carlson, brings her down, and Burnsville has the puck. Procco got it ahead, Dundon. Shoveled to Masnick. Masnick left it behind. Krumholtz zings one. Caught something up high, not sure if it was a helmet or a stick. Took a carom off into the corner. That shot didn't get through. There's a shaken up Eagan player who's down, but hopping up is Wombold. Burnsville still retaining the puck with Krumholtz. Dundon. Board battle in the corner against Urich. Dundon goes down. Krumholtz, the sophomore, gives the puck away. Wildcats try to clear the zone. Krumholtz keeps it in, moves to the slot. Krumholtz, what a move, and lifted it up too high into the netting. Great move by the 10th grader.
I think Krumholtz wants that one back. Little flip over the head. She was looking for a shoulder, but just went too high. And that shot, I'm pretty sure that went off of Lucy Whitehead's helmet as it went off of her and back into the corner. So Burnsville's kind of stepping up here. They got a little spring in their step after that goal, and it's jazzed their team.
17 shots on goal now for the Blaze. Again, Eagan unable to clear, and Erlob splits through Wildcats. Pushed aside by Meisinger. Into the corner, Cooper slingshots around the net. And here she comes with her wheels. Cooper was kicked by Cronkite and then turned over to Benford. Stepping to it is Newts, the goal scorer. Newts will get off for a change. Is touched by Whitehead behind. As the Wildcats look to pry it out from their own corner. Berger banks it off the half wall and out of the zone. Tracked down by Caitlin Procco, who retreats to get it. Ahead to Gromacki, and she iced it, trying to pass for Howard. 11:07 to go in the middle period, 1-0 Blaze.
You know, a concern I have as a former coach is when you've been scored on and then you get a little frustrated, that's when you start seeing penalties come out. And we're starting to see a little bit more chippy of a game here. Girls getting their sticks up, girls getting a little bit more feisty along the board. So hopefully it stays a clean game, but you tend to see a penalty coming out after something like this. And with Eagan being down 18 shots to 2, hopefully that doesn't happen, but it may.
Burnsville leading 1-0. This Burnsville team averaged 2.9 goals per game last year, allowed 1.9. Did lose 3 key players from last year's team as we have another icing. They lost Avery Sawchuk, Aubrey Nelvin, and Zoe Chadwick, 3 top goal scorers. So they do return a lot, but they lost a lot as well. And I think we're seeing that they do come in with quite a bit of depth is the key. They just got a lot of bodies back from last year.
Yeah, and their girls look like they're just feeding off of each other too. Very confident team.
Draw winds up right point. Sent in deeper by Drugi. Cora Hall moves around to control it. Left point, Anderson. Goes point to corner. And with it is Procco for Burnsville. Procco out to Bolby. Good move to get in space. Sammy Bolby onside. Wrist shot into the netting again. And that brings play to a stop.
Well, we'll see if Eagan can have an answer here. Burnsville's starting to ramp it up a little bit. A lot more speed coming. Eagan's starting to spin a little bit. Not real crisp with the passes coming out. They're not stopping and starting as much as they had. A lot of just big wide turns. So hopefully they can find something to spark them here and get themselves back in the game, get their heads back in the game a little bit.
Yeah, Burnsville has kind of been, sharks in the water on the forecheck. They've really made it tough for Eagan to clear the zone. Shoveled on Whitehead there, who covers it up. Quick whistle.
Yeah, there's a good example right there. Just controlling the puck behind the net and then forcing it right in on Lucy Whitehead. And they don't just give up.
Zoe Dundon, offensive zone draw against Urich. It's won by the Wildcats. Now they go about trying to clear. And Burnsville making it difficult, but it looks like the Wildcats will control and move it to center. Bauman chugging for the corner against Gromacki. Gromacki gets there. Captain Gromacki off the side glass, moved out to neutral. Riley Collin, unable to get a stick to it, winds up back in the defensive corner. Megan Newt's there for the Blaze. Deflected by Masnick. Kept in briefly by the Wildcats. Masnick, great pass, big contact, onside, 2-on-2. Whitehead the save on the tough angle shot by Riley Collin.
Yeah, big collision here. Hopefully Wambolt's okay here. She's skating off.
Here's a good look at it. There's Masnick.
Oh, yeah.
And wiping out with Wambolt.
With Wambolt. No intent, but just big hit in the middle of the ice there.
Less than 9.5 to go in the second. Here comes Cooper. Flashes down the half wall. Cooper stays with the puck. Reverses course in the corner. Twists it back along the wall, stolen by Benfer. Benfer had her stick lifted, unable to get there. It's kept in the zone by Cronkite. Cronkite wheels behind the net. Searching for souls out front. Still with it, Cronkite. And emerged out of the zone. Drugi banks one in. Controlled by Burnsville's Glasson. That's banked forward for Erlob, who's had some golden chances in this game. It's an icing, though, against the Blaze, who lead 1-0.
Yeah, we'll bring it all the way back down here into Burnsville's end. Looks like Coach is going to stick with that group of girls here. He's been pretty confident with how they've been playing. And they are consistently playing pretty well together. Starting to mesh, starting to understand where they are on the ice.
Cronkite, the face-off specialist. Unable to win that one. Burnsville comes away with it. Carlson to center ice. Thomas. Far wall cut off by Cooper. Cooper's really flashed some speed in this game. Carlson pinches in. Passes to Bolby. Bolby veers in front. Pad save. Backhand rebound by Carlson. Skitters wide. Nice job by the Wildcats to clog up that area in front of the net as Bolby swats it along, looking for Carlson. Carlson plays it, and she got dumped behind the net. Our first penalty of the game, and it goes against Eagan. 2 minutes for, I believe, high sticking.
Yeah, I think that's Cece Berger going off, just playing a real physical game. And Cece's a physical kid. She doesn't back away. She plays a physical game. And right there, she just went a little bit too far there.
So Berger to the box, and Burnsville gets their first crack at the power play. We'll see how that unit looks.
Looks like Coach Wilson's putting out some girls with some good wheels out there who will be able to add a little pressure to Burnsville here.
That's a good way to start the kill. A face-off win and an easy clear by Schoberl. Showborough swats it into the corner. Benfer there. Showborough lost her stick. Will retrieve it.
Minor penalty assessed against Eagan's Cece Berger, 2 minutes for elbowing at 8 minutes 53 seconds in the second period.
Elbowing the call. Still a minute and a half to go in the power play. Slap shot by Carlson, blocked by Showborough.
Good block shot by Showborough.
Showborough's had a productive shift here on the kill. Burnsville calm in the offensive zone. Here's Erlob in the circle, shoots and a Whitehead save. Howard in the corner. Back to the point. Carlson winding up, passing to Benfer, makes a move. Benfer fires low, got a rebound, and Burnsville can't finish.
Good penalty killers here for Eagan. They are doing a nice job giving Lucy all the support she needs back there.
Carlson missed high over the net. Still 50 seconds left in the power play. Behind the goal line, extended it's Benfer. Looking out front. Now it's Howard. Howard hums through the circle. Left the puck behind. It is kept in by Carlson at the point. She veers in and shoots. Knocked down by the glove and cleared by Eagan. Good job by these penalty killers.
Just dribbles out of the zone into neutral. Don't think they'll get a chance to change.
And Burnsville's offside. Bowlby a little too impatient. And with 23 seconds to go on the power play, Eagan is pretty close to dodging this bullet.
Yep. Big, huge benefit by Bowlby taking that puck in a little early and getting some fresh legs out there for Eagan. Again, good skaters here. Let's see how they can handle the next 22 seconds.
Bowlby lost it. Cronkite moved it a little further. Gromacki turns it up to Bowlby. Bowlby pressed into the boards by Cooper. Puck still at neutral, down to 8 seconds on the power play. Bowlby across, separated from the puck. It's Cooper. Her clearance got knocked down
Wildcats,
by a teammate.
full strength.
In front, Dundon. Bowlby trying to get her stick to it. She does. Teams are at full strength. 6 minutes left in the period. Bowlby slams on the brakes, moves it toward the front, intercepted by Cronkite. And now she'll tout it out of the zone to the right-hand side. Move to the middle for Cooper, who makes a nice deke. Cooper right dot. Turns it back out in front, in the slot, and missed an open Berger. There's Carlson. To the blue line onside, has Bowlby in front. Carlson dribbles the puck over to Bowlby. Bowlby met by Berger, tripped up, stays with it. Good job by Bowlby, but it's taken by Meisinger now. Benfer there to pinch in and help. Bowlby stripped of the puck. She'll get a change as Cronkite takes it out to Bauman. Howard keeps it in the zone for Burnsville, leading in shots 22-2. Centering pass Howard, trailing Newt. Shot blocked, turning shot by Erlob, hops wide. Burnsville keeping this pressure on as it's shot off the end boards by Glasson. Erlob moved it over to Benfer. A lot of zone time for the Blaze here. Leading by 1. Puck frozen behind this board battle. Now it's chipped out and cleared by the Wildcats. Cooper moves it forward. Just not a lot of time, Joshua, for Eagan to put together things on offense when every time they get a clearance, they need to get a change.
Very much so. The girls coming down, and like Cooper was gassed on that last rush, and she knew it, just trying to get it deep in the zone. Bauman looked a little gassed there too and didn't know what to do because they're not line mates. You know, so you're playing a little odd all the time here.
Still, though, just needing to strike once to tie the game. And I'm sure that is a great source of motivation for these Wildcats, knowing that they are so close, and that's probably keeping them working so hard right now.
Yeah, it's getting a little lopsided though, Sam. I mean, I'm looking here at 22 shots. Granted, not all of them great shots, but still getting 22 opportunities here to Eagan's 2. And Eagan just looks a little stymied right now. And it's not the team I kind of expected. These girls have a lot of heart. They've got a lot of great hockey skill. They just look a little shell-shocked here as we were in our second period.
Neutral zone face-off. Diving on it is Masnick, unable to control it. Now gloved down by Carlson. Loose for Maddie Krumholtz, who moves it down the middle. It will go on net, sticked away by Whitehead. Puck loose, Krumholtz, who had a great chance earlier in the period. Dundon in the corner, slams on the brakes, moves it along to Carlson. In front, wanted the Masnick tip, nudged away to Pellegrim. Isabella Pellegrim, whose name I don't believe we've called yet. Now on the right side, Burnsville's Taylor Larson. Some new bodies on the ice right now. Burnsville's really used a lot of players in this game. They've got a pretty deep bench. 3 minutes left in the period. The lone goal to Megan Newts on a deflection by an Eagan player. There's Gromacki. Nice move, but couldn't connect with Addison Bolby. Sammy Bolby, goal line extended. Up top, Newts. She and Bolby play catch. Bolby navigates behind, looks in front, shovels it through the blue paint. Newts, pass intercepted. Maria Cooper flies down the right wing. Cooper turns the corner, repelled by Newts and knocked away by Gromacki. 2:20 to go in the second period. 24-3 shots on goal. Wildcats try to clear, but it's kept in by Newts for a moment. Long outlet pass. Cooper will dump it in. She'll change along with some teammates. Chasing is McGowan. Bolby near side. Good keep at the point by Cronkite. Forced it in deeper for McGowan. McGowan got tangled up with Newts as Burnsville clears the puck back to center. Meisinger flopped it to Wambold. Now to the corner, getting there first Gromacki. Gromacki kicks it along, but stopped there by Cronkite. In the corner, Carlson battles for Burnsville. Pass Bolby, there's a shot from the wall, well wide. 90 seconds left in the period. Sammy Bolby to center. Intercepted by Urich. And they're offside at the blue line.
Yeah, Bauman offsides there. Wish she was a couple feet over on the other side here, neutral, but wasn't. That was a nice flash by Eagan. That was young girls stepping in, Wambold stepping in. All these young girls, Meisinger stepping into that last shift. Just really adding a spark. That was nice to see.
Eagan certainly wants to survive these next 80 seconds. Make sure they don't let anything in at the end of a period, which can be very deflating. But here's Erlob, makes a move and hit the post. Very nearly made it 2-0. A couple chances for Erlob in this second period that she'd like back. Now Eagan trying to move into the offensive zone. Under a minute to play. Klassen gets there. Klassen competing with Bauman for possession. Burnsville has it. Clearance attempt is paddled in and then brought out by Urich to center. Pumped in by the Wildcats. They'll get new bodies on the ice. And a whistle with 36 seconds.
I think they were saying offsides for that one. I think they caught us on a change, and we actually changed offside. So, little shot in the arm here with 36.7 seconds here for the Wildcats left in the second. So let's see if they can capitalize here, and we'll spark.
1-0 Burnsville. Hall pushed it across the line, right back out by Carlson. Here comes Dundon, onside with Bolby. Dundon, Bolby, Mr. Stick, comes to the near side half wall. Bolby chases, has the puck, flies around, wrap around. It's loose in the blue paint and skitters back to the end boards. Dundon, there's a shot by Krumholtz, or check that, Gromacki. Newts moved it along right side, nearly picked off. Dundon to Bolby, 3 seconds on the clock. Got to make a move. In front, misses the net, and we head to the second intermission. 26-3 shots on goal, but Lucy Whitehead, what a performance keeping Eagan in the game.
Yeah, she's been real solid. Just, they call her the Goose, Lucy Goosey, because she's just real even keel about things. Doesn't get too tight back there in the nets. And you want that in your goalie. Doesn't get too tight, doesn't get too loose, but boy, she stays with it the whole time. You know, and knowing her for a long time, she tracks the puck well. She's very, very strong between the pipes, and she's just a steward of the game.
At the end of 2 periods of hockey, the score is Burnsville 1, Eagan 0. There were 14 shots on goal for the Blaze, 2 shots on goal for the Wildcats in the second period.
She's constantly learning, just constantly learning. And so with that, Lucy's just a great kid, and I think she's going to get a lot of pats on the back here, keeping her team in the game here with just being down by 1.
2 down, 1 to go. Burnsville 1, Eagan nothing on this simulcast on ETV and BCTV. Stay with us. They'll clean the ice, and then we'll return for third period action.
I may never have met you. We don't go way back. Maybe we wouldn't even be friends if we did. But when you wear a mask, you have my respect. Because your mask doesn't protect you. It protects me. I wear my mask to protect you. Mask up, America.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that he's a good person. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as it's coming from love, it starts to work itself out.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
What's he
Hey,
doing
it's
here?
Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you
me to
said,
make it big.
no, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger, the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Nice bogey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
If a natural disaster shows up at your doorstep, you can't just turn it away. That's why it's important to prepare for emergencies before they show up. Go to ready.gov/plan to find the tools and tips you need. And make a plan today.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to explore. Dare to STEM. Learn more at She Can STEM.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
This is where you rise, this is where you shine, this is where you become the greatest of all time. History in the making. History in the making.
Vote for your life.
You know, a lot of people say when you're going somewhere, you don't want to look back. But I beg to differ. I can't lie and say it was easy. I looked at everything in a different light. I realized it started with me going back and getting my high school diploma.
Oh yeah, totally. The over 40 club has been our social distance area. Instead of being a dick, get your dick and go be a dick for him.
Welcome back to Eagan Civic Arena. Sam Ekstrom, Joshua Alexander, Burnsville 1, Eagan nothing, 26-3 in shots on goal, but Burnsville with only one getting past Lucy Whitehead, courtesy of Megan Newts at the 3:11 mark of the second period, assisted by Carlson and Bowlby. A very important tally for the Blaze. They go to the third with a lead, and Eagan trying to get this thing somehow tied despite the huge discrepancy in shots.
Yeah, let's see what Eagan can come out with here after that ice make here. They need something. They need a spring in their step, a spark. They need one of these girls to kind of take their team on their back and to get some things changed around a little bit here.
You get the sense, too, that if you're Eagan, you probably have to strike a little earlier in the period while you have those fresh legs. They've been working really hard, probably feeling tired, and they may need to get that tying goal earlier than later if it's going to happen at all. Just 3 shots generated on Maria Whedon, who won't let one in easily. She had a 1.64 goals against average last season. She went 12-5-1 as a junior and had a 93% save percentage as Burnsville made the state tournament. There's a deflection in the Burnsville end. Intercepted, brought back in by Cooper. Cooper glides, finds Cronkite. Cronkite works her way around McGowan, moves to the middle, drops it for Anderson. Shoots one high off the end glass. Cronkite skates to the puck, moves to the middle again, and has it dislodged by Olivia Carlson. Outlet pass for Sammy Bowlby, who jets ahead. Bowlby couldn't get it to the backhand. Bowlby, though, does track it down and tries again. Following up there is Urlaub. Urlaub has been very close to scoring in this game. There's a shot by Carlson and a save by Whitehead.
You know, Sam, Eagan tries to get something going, and then Burnsville has an amazing breakout pass with a girl just streaking through the neutral, as you see here on the replay. Well, that was a shot, but again, they're always in the right place at the right time with that breakout, and they're just crushing Eagan with that.
You saw Bowlby's speed on display that last time. A shot by Olivia Carlson went wide left. Eagan gets the puck past the blue line, and now again, it's brought out by Cece Berger, the captain. Moved along by Drugi to the end boards. Or rather, that was Cora Hall, excuse me. Benford gave it off to Procco. Skating with it to neutral ice. Schoberl banked it back in. Diving down to get it to Olivia Carlson. 2 minutes played in the third. Carlson poked it toward the point. It was sent in by Berger and off the end boards. Urich right there battling with Procco. Into the corner. It's Hall against Howard. Pushed long by Carlson from corner to corner. On the half wall now. Wildcats doing their best to keep it in the zone. Hand pass. Will bring it out of the zone, it appears, with 14:36 to go.
Well, we do need, as Eagan, we need a spark here. We need somebody to kind of put some things together, a good line, a good shift, as they need something early. The longer you spend, it just grinds on you, and then it starts to become a mental game. When it becomes mental in the third, that's a bad thing.
That draw was in the offensive zone for Eagan. They try to hold it at the point with Berger. She can't do it. Dundon chases after it. Meisinger twists and turns to stay away from the Blaze forecheck. There's Gromacki onside at the line. To the corner she goes. Gabby Gromacki from corner to corner. Dundon pursues it near side. Helped out by Collin. Here comes Sophia Wombold. Saucered it off of Newts. Now Wombold along the half wall. Newts jars it free to center. Lily Anderson offside at the line is the freshman.
Yep, and you can tell she knew, and that freshman, she'll get there. As she's going to be a player to watch as we look at her in a few more years, but those freshman jitters still come out, and you make mistakes as a young kid. She'll get there.
Neutral zone face-off. Some confusion on the Burnsville side.
Yep, no, he's not letting them change.
Interesting. So Burnsville will have to bring Dundon back and send Molly Halverson to the bench. Halverson, another skater that Lepper is using in this game. He's really used most of his roster tonight, and Burnsville has looked as good as they have with that kind of depth. Kaczmarek off the window, kept in at the point, dumped in by Drugi, and Newts trying to get it out, kept in at the point, and blocked by Kaczmarek. Finding Bowlby one-on-one. Bowlby against Berger. Bowlby wrists one, caught Anderson stick rather, and high and wide left. It's Bowlby. Bowlby twirls away from the net into the corner. Gave it away to Cronkite. Bowlby with the intercept. And now to Kaczmarek. In the near corner, Katie Kaczmarek. Bounces one toward the middle. Caught a couple of Wildcats, and Cronkite transitions the other way. Connecting with Urich. Pardon me, McGowan. McGowan into the corner. Moves to Urlaub. Stepping in is Berger. Allie Urlaub the other way. Passes for Bowlby. Connecting with her. Left dot. Bowlby. Turned over to Meisinger. 12:40 left in the hockey game. 27-3. Shots on goal. Howard at the blue line. Poked away from her. Right back in's Caitlin Procco. Procco left dot shot. Whitehead saves and covers.
Yep, Lucy again, keeping her team right there. no rebounds, swallowing everything up that she possibly can. Got to be frustrating for Burnsville a little bit as their shots continue to increase. Their chances are getting better, but Lucy's just been solid.
Offensive zone face-off for Burnsville. Emily Howard behind the net. Some contact there on the end boards. Winds up with Gromacki. Right point. Off the corner boards. Evades Benfer. Newts to get it. Benfer. And stripped away by Cora Hall. Banks one off the end boards. Around to Showburl on the near side. She's doubled up by 2 Blaze. Molly Halverson, the 10th grader, doing some work here in the third period. Benfer swatted it along. Halverson evades the official. Under 12 to play in the game. Newts, the lone goal scorer. Got a tip in front again. That one didn't find the back of the net. It was kept out and shuffled to center ice. Skipped through the skates of Showburl, and now Burnsville brings it back in. Halverson to Benfer. Halverson to the left point, kept in by Carlson. Taken by Hall. Burnsville gets a change of 3 bodies, and Drugi with it for the Wildcats. Krumholtz a steal, but then ran into Drugi and lost the puck. Got it back and backhanded it to Benfer. Centers looking for the one-timer by Dundon. Quick shot by Carlson, caught a body and then nudged off of Whitehead. High slot, Procco shot, pad save by Whitehead and a clearance. Whitehead continuing to close the door as Eagan ices it.
Yeah, Cora Hall, smart move there. The Eagan girls just collapsing in to their own crease all the way around Whitehead. Just a bunch of white bodies right in the crease, and Burnsville acted like they were in a power play. So a very smart move by Hall. Clear it out, get some fresh legs here, and see what they can do here with the line change.
Just 1 penalty in the game against Eagan, and Burnsville's 0 for 1 on the power play. Their 1 goal, even strength. Megan Newts, early second period. Krumholtz nearly made a nifty play to pick that up. Berger moved it out of the zone to center. Berger again, passed it along, but Carlson, like back into the Eagan end. Intercepted by Procco, brought it in across the blue line, ran into Berger, who wobbles it down the ice. No icing. 10 minutes to go in the game. Frozen puck in the left point, offensive zone for the Wildcats, trying to establish something. Taken by Dundon. Might be a 3-on-2 here. Dundon into the middle. Krumholtz missed the net. Following up is Masnick. Nobody was home on her pass. The other way comes Bauman. Eagan changes again. Burnsville so close to having a much bigger lead in this hockey game as Bowlby removes it from the zone and Cronkite pursues it for Eagan. They could really use a strike from Cronkite, who had 20 goals in the regular season last year. 1 against 1. Bowlby against Pellegrum. Bowlby hit the pipe!
The pipe, that's twice tonight, Sam. That pipe has saved Eagan.
Unreal. Sammy Bowlby can't buy a goal, and now Cronkite trying to make magic happen. Centers one!
Wow.
Big save by Whedon. She hasn't had to do much tonight. That's her biggest moment.
She wears the C on her chest for a reason, doesn't she? And she's been solid down there too. Not really a lot. That's the 4th shot, 4th real strong chance by Eagan, but Emily Cronkite's coming through with some good stick handling. I think she's getting a little frustrated, but she's still working hard out there.
Puck on the end boards and taken now by Procco of Burnsville. Fought off the puck by Cooper. Good play by Cooper. And now it's McGowan. Twisting it to Cooper. Slapper on Whedon, who makes another save between the pads. Closing in on the halfway mark of the third period.
Eagan adding a little pressure there. You know, I got to coach Maria Cooper a few years ago, and that slap shot, she's got a great slap shot. Usually it's real nice and low, laser.
It's been Cooper and Cronkite who provided the most scoring potential for the Wildcats in this game. Both on the ice right now. Benfer ahead for Urlaub. More open ice for the Blaze. Urlaub 1 against 2. Angling to the right. Shot it off of Isley. There's Howard. Half wall stolen by Cooper. 2-on-2 Wildcats. Now it's McGowan. McGowan through traffic. And a save made on a rolling puck by Whedon.
You know, I was real impressed on that last one there with Isley. You know, her first minutes as a varsity skater and just really playing solid, really strong. Doesn't seem to have any butterflies there. And I'm seeing that from a lot of these girls who are getting their first chance at varsity for Eagan. Just playing as solid as they possibly can and not making a lot of mistakes.
Isley, a junior defense. We approach 8 minutes remaining in the game. 31-6, shots on goal. Nearly stolen by Cora Hall. Collin gave it away. Picked up by Decker. Decker centers. Knocked down in front and taken away by Riley Collin. Collin in transit. Bumped by Meisinger. And Meisinger has the theft. Along the end board, Shelvier near side. Masnick got there for the Blaze. Got it back for Dundon. Dundon still hovering around it against Meisinger. Loose puck. Masnick overskated it. Good play by Schoberl. And now the other way, C.C. Berger. Taken away by Gromacki. Masnick flanked by Dundon. Masnick slammed against the boards. Here comes Eagan at their own blue line. Chopped back in. Retreating to get it is Urich. She retrieves. And now the Wildcats pressuring down the middle. That was Bauman. Loose puck, trickling wide to the left. Bracco banks it off the near side. Loose puck, left point. Here's Anderson, wheels one up. Way too high over the top of Whedon on the deflection. Kaczmarek starting a 3-on-2 with Bowlby. Bowlby looking for Addison Bowlby on the backhand. Sammy Bowlby followed up. How did it stay out? Lily Anderson made the defensive play.
She had her stick in the right place at the right time, Sam, and just made that move to keep that goal out for number 2. I think the net's off here.
And that'll save Eagan for the moment. Let's get a look at this replay. Addison Bowlby. Right pad, and then Sammy with the follow. Oh, it looked like Anderson got the stick to it before the shot attempt. Great play.
Just a nice reach by Anderson.
"31 saves in this game for Whitehead. Just 1 goal permitted. That's the difference right now. Over 6 minutes to go. Shot from a tight angle, clipped off the glove of Whedon, flies to the near side. Cronkite was down in front, and the net came loose on the opposite side now.
Yeah, they're not letting Cronkite sit out front. They're making sure they've got a girl on her every single time she's free. They do not want her to handle that puck right in front of the net. You know, it's nice to see Coach Wilson, too. He is offering a lot of opportunities. Some girls here. He's going a little bit deeper into the bench than I anticipated for 6 minutes left in the game.
Eagan staying alive here, down just a goal, under 6 minutes. And neutralize Meisinger. Bumped free to Cooper. Maria Cooper. Met there by Howard. There's Berger. Flopped it into neutral ice. Howard back for Newts in front of her own bench. Chris Lepper, second-year Burnsville coach, came from Woodbury. He had a tough time of it there. Just 29 wins in 6 years. Made state last year with Burnsville. Good save by Whedon. Puck stays alive and taken by the Wildcats. Sent in front, but didn't reach the target there. Knocked down by Howard. Rims along the boards. Emerges on the right point. Benfer in a shoving match. Kept in the zone. Catalina Decker persisting, but Burnsville brings it out with Newts. Newts got dumped, however. 1 against 3 is Decker. sliding one to Whedon. Stick save and she'll cover. And Decker earns the offensive zone draw. 4:55 left.
You know, Catalina Decker is a fantastic runner. She runs cross country, runs track. Her motor never stops running. She's a great kid, and she shows it right there. She just never gives up, always giving 110%.
She's in the offensive zone draw. Got it back toward the point. And here's Decker with it now. Decker left behind. Carlson around to Krumholtz. She'll stick handle in space. Krumholtz with speed. Flutters down the right wing. Tried to shovel it onto Whitehead. Got it back now behind the net. Masnick unable to center. Eagan clearing out. Here comes Schoberl in front of the Burnsville bench. Schoberl sweeps wide. Goes behind. Schoberl, puck on her stick. Emerges near side with it. Twists it back for Cora Hall. Hall, marked by Dundon, goes to the right dot. Trying to hold on to it, there's Urich. Wobbling puck will roll back to center ice with 4 minutes left. Long outlet by Burnsville, intended for Bowlby. That caught a Wildcat on the way by, still in icing. 3:55 left, Joshua.
Yeah, shots might be the big tell here, Sam, though. 33 shots to 10. Burnsville capitalizing and really just continue to push on Eagan. Eagan, though, showing fight, though. They're not giving up. That's the nice thing. A lot of heart on this Eagan team. These girls are just not quitting, which is so nice to see.
A defensive struggle in the season opener. Burnsville has won 3 consecutive season openers, and Eagan with 1 consecutive. There's a puck out to center. Wildcats probably a couple minutes away from contemplating pulling Whitehead and getting the extra attacker on the ice. Puck exchanging hands. Cronkite looking to grab it, but Dundon circles back and now moves forward. Bowlby holds it, shoots it, and it ramped up perhaps off the glove. Back it goes to Gromacki at the point. Bounced one toward the net, controlled by McGowan. Delayed offside still on Burnsville. Bowlby's got a slam on the brakes and touch up. She thought she did the first time, but they didn't give her credit for it. And now Cronkite with the drop pass for Cooper. Fell off her stick, goes to McGowan on the right side. Burnsville trying to kick it out of the zone, and they do. 2:36 to go. Pushed in by Lily Anderson. Back to get it is Gromacki. Glove down by Urlaub. Urlaub passes behind Benfer. Intercepted by Drugi. Across the red line, pumped in, and they chase. Settled down by Whedon. Gromacki for Burnsville behind the cage. Twisting and turning, now Howard. Nearly gave it away in front. Schoberl, backhand. Missed Hall in front. 2:05 to go. At the point, Anderson can't keep it in. Lily Anderson back pass to Drugi, now moved ahead. Emily Schoberl, the junior. Swatted on net, and just to be safe, covered by Whedon. 1:51 left, so you've got the offensive zone draw here. Do you pull now, or do you wait a bit?
Yeah, you can see Coach Wilson's thinking about it a little bit over here. Yeah, there he calls his timeout. Drawing some things out. Now might be that perfect time. You're not going to get a better chance here with 1:51 left.
Elsewhere in the South Suburban today, Lakeville South at Eastview, Farmington at Prior Lake, Rosemount at Shakopee. Remember last year, the conference champion was Apple Valley, 13-5. They played last night, I believe. Lakeville South came in second, Farmington in third, and then it was Burnsville and Eastview tying for fourth. Eagan was in seventh place. Make sure to follow ETV on Twitter at Eagan TV.
You know, Sam, just looking over at the bench there here, Coach Wilson's so calm with the girls. He has been just a pillar for them. He never gets too upset about anything, not too high, just real even. And you can see him there. And he's telling them, you can do it. We'll win the draw. We'll set up our play. And that's what really, that confidence that he instills in his girls, that's why you see they haven't given up tonight. They're just continuing to play with his leadership, and the girls just, they're going. The heart is big for the Eagan Wildcats this year. I love seeing that.
Yeah, a lot of teams getting outshot by that margin might start caving in the third period, but they haven't at all. In fact, they've had their best offensive period of the game with 7 shots so far in the period. And Burnsville's really had to work to hang on here despite their offensive zone dominance.
Yeah, it's almost like Burnsville's running out of gas a little bit. They gave it 2 strong periods, and they're hanging on. And Eagan's just finding their stride, which is a nice thing to see. That's why we play the games, right? That's why we come out and play the games. You never know what's going to happen. And then with 1:51 left, we never know what's going to happen.
It's been a gutty performance by the Wildcats, especially Lucy Whitehead. Offensive zone draw. Whitehead still in net, so 5-on-5, but we'll watch her closely.
She's looking at the coach, though. She's keeping an eye on the bench.
They had to draw 1, but then Bowlby stripped it away. 2-on-1. Bowlby finishes!
Wow.
And that might clinch it for the Blaze. 2-0, Sammy Bowlby.
I have to say, Sam, that was a beautiful shot. That was a laser. Look at the replay here. Coming down, she can see, has full open, just right over the shoulder. She could see the entire net. It's 2-0 here, Burnsville Blaze. You got to give her kudos on that. She earned that goal.
And Bowlby deserved it after all the work she's put in tonight. She's been around scoring chances, hit posts, and she gets the payoff right there. So 90 seconds to go, and Burnsville leads by 2. There's Katzmarek shooting off a skate. And Bowlby really stole that face-off win for Eagan. They had won the draw, and Bowlby just jetted out of nowhere and sort of took it away and went the length of the ice. Bowlby again lost it. McGowan to center. 70 seconds left. 34th shot on goal there on that Bowlby tally. Bowlby last year contributed 16 in the regular season. Still only a junior. Under a minute. Batted aside by Carlson. Gathered in by Bowlby, crunched against the boards, and that's a penalty on Eagan.
Yeah, Maria Cooper took her into the boards a little hard, rode her in. Hopefully she's okay over there. She's getting up. That's good. You know, she's not a dirty player. She's a good player. Just, you know, the emotions get a little away from you every now and then in the game, and that might have been it. But knowing Maria Cooper the way I know her, she's not that type of a player. So, but it does put her team down here, being on penalty kill for the remainder of the game.
Second power play chance for Burnsville. 48.6 to go.
Minor penalty assessed against Eagan.
Howard, quick shot, quick save.
At 16-12 in the third period.
Checking the call. Up next for Eagan, Apple Valley, the defending conference champs on the 19th, and then Farmington and Prior Lake. So 2 of the top 3 teams from last year's standings early in the season for the Wildcats. There's a cross rink feed to Erlob, swing and a miss. 30 seconds left in the game, all power play time. Benford shot and another Whitehead save with 26.8 to go. Burnsville has Eastview next, and then Prior Lake, both those games at home, followed by Farmington.
Well, Eagan here is still not giving up. Cronkite's back out there for good leadership on there.
Benford trying to win the offensive zone draw, and does. Here's Howard. Behind the net, weaving to Erlob. Erlob shoots, got all the way through to the corner. Benford, Carlson, paddles one down near the goal line extended. Moved back out to the point. Carlson bounces one in, loose puck on the dot. 5 seconds to go, and the puck is in the crowd. A souvenir for somebody. 2.9 left. Looks like Burnsville will survive this season opener on the road. A win that they'll take any day of the week. And for Eagan, I think plenty to be pleased with, especially toward the end of this game with their resiliency and defensive resolve. Final buzzer sounds. Burnsville wins it 2-0. Their second straight win against the Wildcats. They ended the Wildcats season last year, and they begin the season with a win tonight.
Well, Sam, nowhere to go but up here for the Wildcats. They have a lot of things to learn from this game, a lot of things they'll take away from this game. And I know that Coach Wilson will get these girls ready for their next opposition here that they'll be playing later in the week.
Support of these outstanding student athletes.
There's the upcoming game.
Special thank you to our visitors from
Eagan,
Burnsville,
Apple Valley, Farmington, Prior Lake, and Shakopee. Burnsville outshoots them 37-10. They win 2-0. For Joshua Alexander, our entire ETV and BCTV joint crew, I'm Sam Ekstrom. Thanks so much for watching tonight. Burnsville wins the season opener in girls hockey to complete the boys-girls varsity sweep. Until next time, so long from the Eagan Civic Arena.